All you wrestling fans from the famous Hollywood Legion Stadium in Hollywood, California. Getting underway with an exciting match for you here in just a moment, and you see the wrestlers, the referee, the timer, everybody's been walking by us here, getting all set for what should be a terrific set two. This will be a one-fall match, but it's going to be an exciting one because we have Dennis Clary and crippler Karl Davis in the ring and about set for action. Here's Joel Strongbow with the introduction.
Tonight's wrestling exhibition is held under the rules of the State of California Athletic Commission. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your first event of the evening. One fall with a 20-minute time limit. In the black corner, weighing 226 pounds, from Kansas City, Missouri, Dennis Clary. His opponent in the white corner, weighing 232 pounds, from San Antonio, Texas, crippler Karl Davis. Ringside physician, Dr. Fahey. And your referee, a former professional wrestler and Olympic star, Pete Maringer.
Now, Pete Maringer. Whoa, Pete, look out. Almost had trouble with the ring mic there, but Pete, as I started to say, a great athlete in his own right, an Olympic wrestling champion, and an All-American football player at the University of Kansas. Giving the final instructions here, crippler Karl Davis is back in his familiar outfit, which, for the benefit of our television audience, is a bright scarlet in color. Dennis Clary, one of the promising young wrestlers that we have here with us in Southern California. Davis, a real veteran, won a lot of honors in Texas before he came out to the coast here. Matter of fact, has been quite a motion picture performer. Almost, I said star. I guess he hasn't really reached starring role yet, but he's done very well in the parts he's had. But he can wrestle, and he's rough, and he's tough. And here we go. Off balance on the first get to, and the referees hold here, and they break. Off balance again. And the break is ordered. Davis after Dennis Clary. Off balance again. Watch the break. It is rough. Well, crippler Karl living up to his name here, trying to cripple up Dennis Clary with those punches of his. Karl Davis is on the receiving end here and steps through the ropes, so he won't have to take any more. Well, Davis is quick to complain when the tables have turned on him a little bit here. Compounds a hammerlock. This is a favorite move of his, and even takes hold of the trunks there and tries to keep away from the view of the referee. First pulling trunks, then wanting to land a punch or two in the midsection. Off balance. Davis seems to be in a hurry to put this one away tonight. And somebody almost put him away instead. Hammerlock. Arm bar it is now, an arm lock. Dennis Clary with it. Let's see where he's going to take it. And Davis, who's not the most limber man in the world, is not bending very well under the pressure here. Begins to hurt. Takes a chin lock, face lock, anything he can get here to try to punish Clary enough to force a break in the arm lock. Headlock that Davis took a little too soon and won't be allowed to keep. Look at the knee lift. There's a mare snap. for Davis, and he's down in a heap, and Clary's on top for 1 and 2, but only 2, not that third and final count. Davis instinctively almost getting himself out of trouble. They're off balance in the rope, so a break is ordered here again. And Davis is the reluctant one to break here. Wait a minute, he's pulling trunks, and he's got plans. Compounds the hammerlock so he can land one punch in there. Forward quarter Nelson. And an arm tug takedown by Clary. And a nice counter move. He's moved it up now to a wrist lock. You notice he's putting pressure at the elbow at the same time. So there's no doubt but what Karl Davis feels this and feels it plenty. Davis puts a leg partway under the ropes to see if it's enough. The referee is watching it, seeing if it is under the ropes far enough. Drapes it on the ropes. 5 minutes gone here as, oh, Davis caught one there on the break. Well, Davis is going to be given a chance to get to his feet here. He gets a 10 count. He's unhappy again. Davis grabs an arm and an arm lock and chin locks at the same time. Look out, he's hooking the mouth. And Clary may bear down on that finger, I don't know. Davis has got the mouth hooked. And he breaks on a 2. The count goes to 5, of course. It's a disqualification. So Dennis Clary winds up to pitch a few out of left field. Look out. Clary a little too fast for Davis. The fans like it. Everybody hustling now. They're really rooting and scooting in the ring here. Look at Davis forced a somersault by a wrist lock, and Dennis Clary goes to work. Not a short arm scissors, but very close to it. And Davis may have had all he needs here at the moment. We'll wait and see. This is not a real, as you can see, short arm scissors, though Davis is helping to make it one now. Clary has hooked the arm, but has hooked his own foot with an arm himself. Look out, Karl Davis, trying to move himself out of trouble. Watch out, he's getting Clary back on those shoulders, but he can't quite take it, a little too much. Now it is a short arm scissor figure four here. And in addition, Clary keeps his own arm and works it back and forth underneath the elbow. Here he goes again. He's really working on that elbow. This is complaining, but there's nothing wrong with the hold, except that it hurts, and quite a bit. Clary still with the figure four. Now Davis breaks it partially. Starts his counter move. Clary's got him in a bad position, though, for any counter moves at the moment. He can't get out of it. Look out, he turned. Moved clear around, and Clary's shoulders are very close to being down, and Davis is pulling trunks. He's got the fans upset and excited. out again. And Clary complains again about the trunks. Well, Davis is doing his best to pin any way he can, pulling up in the trunks, and Pete Maringer warns him this time. Now, if he catches him again, you can be pretty certain that Davis will lose the advantage he has here. The crippler, matter of fact, is beginning to lose it right now. Here comes a foot right under the... No, I thought Clary was going to try to hook him under the chin. Clary, as a matter of fact, buckles down on Davis' arm. Although Davis is topside here, there's not a great deal he can do at the moment, and Clary is working himself out of a rather precarious position. Taking an arm bar and a wrist lock and trying to somersault Davis. He comes up topside anyway, and he's got a very punishing hold in the arm. Davis about to, but not quite ready to submit. Out is wrist lock and an arm bar. And pulling the trunks, Davis gets Clary into the ropes, which will force a break of the hold. Little punch in there, and a slamming hammerlock and a hip roll takedown. And 2. I thought it was going to be 3. Well, Davis has got another one coming. Clary on top of 1 and 2, and again Davis pushes himself out of trouble. Here again, racked up. Wait a minute, Clary goes to the ropes and tried to come in for a tackle. He falls hard for 2. Only 2, not 3. A lift, a body slam, and a hard one by Davis. It's 2. Only 2 again. Clary is just barely getting out of trouble here. A backbreaker. This may be it. 1 and 2 and 3. The winner, crippler Karl Davis, with the backbreakers. We've got the official time for you on this exciting match from the famous Hollywood Legion Stadium in Hollywood, California. Here's Mr. Wrestling himself, Jules Strongbow.
In the time of 11 minutes, 23 seconds with a backbreaker and a body press, the winner of the fall and the match, crippler Karl Davis.
And so with that, Dennis Clary and crippler Karl Davis leaving the ring. On the way to the locker room after giving us some very exciting action here. No doubt about it, that certainly was a fast wind-up, and there certainly was no question as to whom the winner was of that match.